Hey, today I want to share a few things that I have been working on in the last quarter and let you know either A, how they're progressing positively, or B, areas where I've struggled so that you know that the struggle is real. Hey, this is Austin Bristow with Design for Discipline, and today I want to talk through kind of my Q3 progress on the tracker that I've talked about a few different times. And then we are now a couple of weeks into Q4 of 2018, so I wanted to give you some progress on what's working for me and also areas that are not, because that's a big part of getting better at what we do, is taking time to assess either what's working or what's not working so that we can make changes from it. To give you an overview of what's on this tracker right here, I typically pick 4 or 5 things that I want to keep track of over the course of the month, and the number of times that I choose to do them is typically dependent on how important I consider that priority or how realistic I think it is to be able to produce X results that I'm looking for. For example, one thing that I want to try and do every day, regardless of number of days in the month, is spend at least 30 minutes reading a devotional that I like to use. For me, that's important, so I want to do it daily. On the other hand, producing content like this is something that takes a lot of time, especially to do it for YouTube, then to do it for Instagram TV, then to write the captions and get the cover photos and all that stuff made. So doing that once a week is enough. So if I get one video per week set, that's good enough for me. So to give you an idea of how you kind of pick your top 4 or 5 things, don't think it's something that you have to do every day, otherwise you're going to totally burn out. What I wanted to do was share a recap with you of how things quantified over the last 3 months so that you can get an idea of where things went well and where I definitely missed the boat on a couple of things. Number 1, obviously, like I said, I wanted to read a devotional every day, which would have been 92 days over the last quarter. I only did that 77 times, so I was at an 83% accomplishment. My other goal during the week, on weekdays, every day, is to wake up at 5:30 in the morning, which is really hard. I only did that 26 out of 65 times, which is a 40% pass rate. And the reason for that I've realized as I think about it and understand what's going on is the fact that for me to get up at 5:30, I usually need to be in bed by like 10 or 10:30-ish, because I need like 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep to really function. I can do less than that once or twice, but after that, I'm just like gone for the next couple of days, and I have to get a full night's sleep. At 5:30 in the morning is a struggle, not because it's early, but because I end up staying up too late. So that for me is something to work on, is just making sure that I'm getting in bed at the right time. The thing that I want to do every month, I set a workout goal, number of times that I want to exercise. I was able to do that 42 out of 48 times over the last quarter, which was an 88% success rate. I wanted to do 8 new pieces of content. I only really set that goal for August and September as I was getting back into my tracking, and I did that 7 out of 8 times. And lastly was my goal on speaking, which was spending 30 minutes working on my TEDx talk, which happened last week, and I was able to do that 77 out of goal 65 times. So I overdrove that goal, which was awesome, and I really, really wanted to do that. It was a huge focus for me, especially over the months of August and September, and that equated to almost 40 hours of time that I would have put into working on that speech alone in Q3, not even what I did in October for the couple weeks leading up to the talk. Well, this for me is something that I just want to share with you guys, that it really does help at the end of it to be able to see like, oh shoot, like I overdrove that, or oh man, I really fell short of waking up in the morning, even though I know it's important to me. Let me think about why. So if this is something that you want to try to do on your own, you can always go to austinbristow.com/resources and download it there. That's what I wanted to share this week, is what's going well and also what's not, just so you know that there's continual progress to be made by everybody. It doesn't matter what people are putting out there. If everything seems like it's perfect that somebody is producing or publishing out on social media, odds are good they may not be telling you the truth. So I just want to let you know that, I'm not hitting 100% of the stuff that I want to do either. So it's something that we can all continue to work on and make progress towards on a daily basis. That's all I've got for today. So thank you so much for checking out the video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will look forward to talking to you again soon.